Well, I think we were all wrong. Prediction. It's going to wait a couple more minutes, but we'll throw that up really quick. People usually get upset because they don't have time to do a prediction. All right. Do 30 minutes so people have time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you click the little Pepsi icon on the bottom of the chat to get your prediction in. Takes 2 seconds and 2 moments of your time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the South, in the blue, we have P2 playing as Isabel. On the other side, in the red-hand corner, we do have Xca5 going to be playing as Forge. This is, of course, as always, the one, the only, Tournament Rift! Let's get it on. So, as usual and as always, everybody, do me a favor. At the end of the day, all that I ask is that you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Higher. When you go to display, you can't have them server size. Is it higher? It's working though. All right. Well, it sounds good, Legend. As long as it's working, man. Always down to help you if you need it, man. I would literally do anything for that guy. He knows it. All right. So it looks like we have a rabbit. It went all the way down here, went all the way around. It's going to go to the mini base to check it out. Tried to get a little steal there. And it looks like this Marine's actually going to come up to this yellow and gather some of that. Now, as you saw there, he's got a beacon on each one of those yellows, so he's actually queuing up the resources. It saves, like, I think maybe 1 second of pickup time. That's about it. But, I mean, every second counts in these top matches. So, 2 things that this does. When you queue up the resources, the second it's done with that pile, immediately, without the unit even thinking about it, it'll grab the next pile. It also helps so that when you do select the pile like that, if your opponent has selected the other side of that pile, your unit won't glitch out and not grab it. So it's kind of nice to do it. And if you have the time, mouse and keyboard does make that easier. All right, so we have the Forge's Warthog going to be coming out on Tech 1, 2 upgraded pads. So it's going to be Armory Barracks on Tech 1, P2 on the other hand. It looks like he is planning on going for just his leader with Marines into Tech 2. Taking a look here, no one's got any nodes or going for any nodes yet. As you can see from Xca5, because he's gone for a barracks and an armory, something I try to tell Kimber because he plays Forge a lot. If you're going to go Forge and barracks, armory and barracks early as Forge or any leader really, always go for your opponent's node first and then work your way back. This is doing 2 things. Number 1, you're pushing your opponent. They're not going to get their own node because unless they're also going basically barracks and armory or some form of counter to what you're doing, they're not going to get their node with like 2 or 3 grunts or 2 or 3 marines. They're not going to get a free node. You're going to get their node, you're going to push them into their base, and you're going to get your own nodes as you move backwards. And when you go for their node first as well, you're going to be closer to their main, and if they aren't building adequately, you can take that advantage and push forward. Yo, thank you to New York Legend for the 10 gifted subs over on Kick. Appreciate that, my man. I do think with the Spartan, though, plus 2 turrets, Xca will not be taking out P2's main. It's simply not going to happen. By the way, Legend, I'm really sorry. I don't have alerts set up yet on Kick, so nothing's going to pop up on the screen. But I will find a way to do that. You're absolutely goated, good sir. Fucking love you, man. Alright, so Spartan's out. We got. I don't think the 3rd turret is necessary. I think that's a little overkill. I don't think Xca plans on pushing. He's going to get his 2nd generator upgraded. Going to go for his own Tech 2. Gets rid of the barracks. Gets rid of the armory. And we're just going to see some map control. Something pretty cool if one of my mods can type in exclamation point. I think it's generator or exclamation point. Actually, either one of these should work. Exclamation point generator or exclamation point power node. You'll actually get some interesting numbers that I know a lot of people do ask about sometimes. One really quick thing about that is, did you know that 4 power nodes, is the same as only 1 generator? Now, that may be interesting to you in the fact that it may seem like, oh, power nodes aren't as good, or, oh, power nodes are good, depending on what you thought they were before me telling you that. Obviously, Chain Gun going to be coming in for good old Alice here in about 10 seconds, and he's going to be pumping out Hogs alongside. Now, this is typical Alice stuff. You go for her Spartan, and you go for a bunch of Hogs. Now, this is usually done against Banished, against UNSC. Things obviously could be a little bit different. We'll see what happens here today. Now, I like that he's trying to get these nodes. It's not going to happen, though. Xca locking it down here. Not going to allow him to do that, and it looks like he's going to be going for his 5th node, which is going to be extremely powerful. Forge Hog still chilling on Tech 1. It's in the danger zone. Forge Hog on Tech 1 will not beat this Alice, and of course other Hogs that could ram it down. P2 will need to get out some Marines here. He needs to try and get these nodes back while he does have the time to do it. All right, Spartan coming in alongside some more Hogs here. Xca absolutely juiced off of these nodes right now. He's even got Marines all over the place to retake them later. I love that P2 is over here attacking his mini. I think, in my opinion, I think Xca should have grabbed an expansion while he was, winning on that Tech 1 front. The mines is interesting here, I gotta say. That is not something I saw coming out of our forge here. All right, Spartan going to be coming in. Going to get some rams off on that Forge Hog. Alice coming in, of course. She will not be able to catch the Forge Hog, but she can keep it away for a little bit. And we still have Flamers and other stuff here trying to hold down these nodes. See, Xca losing this mini is actually a little bit of a problem, I think. That's going to drop him down to just 3 pads. So that's going to take that down. More and more Hogs starting to get produced. It looks like both these players going to be on a single base for a little while. However, P2 does have quite a bit of resources, and I was going to say he might just go for an expansion. Xca5 does have vision on top of that, using that high ground. Mini base has been taken here. Looks like a node in the middle trying to get re-grabbed by Xca5 away from P2. I'm loving the node fights here. Both players are fighting on the map continuously. 3 garages on 3 pads. I don't know how long he can keep that up. Maybe he went for accelerated assembly. It's a lot of Hogs here from P2, not a lot from Xca. None of the guys, these are not hollow decoy. I thought this was a hollow decoy army. That is a pure Hog armada. All right, we got a secret expansion coming in down here from Xca. We do, of course, have a delay here, guys, on Fight Club, as we always should for these high-end show matches. More Warthogs, vehicle upgrade level 1. Interesting from Xca. I don't know if I like this vehicle upgrade thing, because here's the thing. I think P2 could go Tech 3 into tanks. And I really mean that. And if you go vehicles into vehicle against Isabel, I got bad news for you. It's not going to work well against those best offense tanks. They are stupendous units. Has there been a strategy early on in Halo 2 when it came out with Super OP? Yes. Rabbit spamming and Sentinel spamming, either or. Rabbit spamming took off and was like the biggest strat at the start when the game came out. However, Sentinel spamming was better, but nobody did it until it was too late, really. Rangers, no, wrong. Please stop. He said when the game came out, not Season 3, Season 4. All right, so we do have double garage here against triple garage. Xca's Tech 3 obviously going to be more delayed. Getting that Spartan upgraded, I think, is a super important thing. I don't like that. No! Because Xca is already going vehicle upgrades. And if he starts going, I think he might even have accelerated assembly. And if he does, he's going to have upgraded Wolverines and Hogs running on the field, which will literally beat what P2 can do. Oh, man, I think he should have stayed on ground. I know the Tier 3 Forge Hog's a menace, but you have a menace of your own. Best offense Hogs, you've got, of course, Hollow Decoy. Neural implant still 14 seconds away. That's Spartan trying to stay alive. Forge's Warthog, very weak. Not much HP on that at all. Nice little heavy metal there. P2 gonna get that upgrade though, making that Spartan an even more powerful unit on the battlefield. Xca has canceled his expansion. Interesting mines there as well. Spartan getting its shield back. That's gonna be huge. Runs into the mine there. I think it was on purpose. Could run the decoy, gonna run the half-dead one there in. Spartan will tank the rest, and he is gonna continue forward. Again, not a fan of this air transition versus Forge. Is that vehicle too? Oh no. Everything that is bad for P2 is basically happening here. I'm not saying what he's doing won't work, but I really feel best offense tanks were like the money shot here. And unfortunately for him, we're just not going to see that. By the way, guys, make sure you hit the little Pepsi icon at the bottom of the chat. Vote for which player you think will win or which player you just simply want to root for. 4 turrets up in the main right here. No watchtower. All brawn. And a triple air pad is currently on the field. Now, maybe he's going to go air pads and then retransition into vehicles. I could definitely see that being a possibility. He is, however, losing map control rapidly. And I got bad news. We're going to see 2 or 3 dead hogs there if he continued forward. Lucky for him, he did not. It is going to be vultures. Now, don't get me wrong. A Ghost in the Machine on some Wolverines could be good here. Forge Hog looking fine. Let's look for that armory. Armory over here. Is he getting the upgrade? I don't know. Did he get it already? He already got it. Tech 3 Forge Hog is on the field. That thing is an absolute menace. P2's economy up and running. He's got a couple extra pads here, but Xca doing a great job. So guys, I want you to think about this. Xca has 3 nodes and 4 minis. P2 has no minis. So right now, Xca basically has the same amount of pads, -1, because an expansion has 5 pads. Mini bases are 4, so 4 pads there. So he's only down 1 pad, even though he does not have an expansion. Going to be using the nuke here, getting his back mini base back out onto the field. I'd love to see P2 try his absolute best here, get some nodes back during all this, take out this Marine on the high ground. He's going to lose a vulture here. If he's not careful, could smoke the ground. There is no detection here at the current time, and that vulture is going to get taken out. Loses that, unfortunately, there, and the Forge's Warthog just going to run away into the sunset, regenerate that shield, and then continue forward. Did not even finish off that mini in the back. That's not good. Gonna send some hogs back there to try and win it over. Vultures continuing to get built here. Nightingales trying to help out. Another turret on the way. All right, so he's gonna reclaim these as Xca is double expanding behind this. Wolverines getting double pumped in the back. A lot of hogs here up front. Could see a nice slam. Turret drop in the midst. And some vulture nukes going to be coming in here. I love to see it. He does not have his slam yet. Big nukes coming in, 2 going in for the Forge Hog, bringing it down to basically nothing. Honestly, he probably should let the Forge Hog die so we can rebuild it. Beautiful slam on top of the Wolverine. And these hollow decoy vultures are getting tremendous value. Got the hogs over here, going to be canceling the 3rd, but of course Xca already got his other expansion up. That was the point of the double up. P2, 78 population to Xca's 38. He's got to keep pumping. All right, P2 has upgraded his expansion here. He's got the hogs at the ready. Going to get his mini base back. Looking pretty feisty here. Got some Marines all over the place. Hog going to be going to the back, trying to reclaim that. Remember, that Forge Hog is already weak. That's what I was talking about. I think he should have let that Forge Hog die, to be completely honest, because he doesn't have Nightingale, so he can't re-heal it. And having a full health Forge Hog on the field might actually be more beneficial than saving that 300 blue and 275 yellow. Another take here on top of that Wolverine. Every Wolverine he takes is a nice little pickup for P2W Scrub. Vultures continuing to get built. Let's check for some air upgrades. Currently not seeing any at the moment. And we've got the Vultures coming in. Could be seeing some nuclear warheads coming down on top of these units here. And here comes a Gale, so I guess getting rid of the Forge Hog, not entirely necessary. Could nuke the Gale there, which would be a very nice pickup for him, and that is exactly what he's going to do, taking it down there very nicely. These Wolverines are vehicle too, so they are very, very powerful and very adept at taking out these Vultures here. Spartan going to be getting its hijack back soon. Forge Hog still looking fantastic as the Vultures are swatted away. And it's going to steal another Wolverine. And the Vulture's going to come in maybe with some more nuclear warheads at the ready. Mines coming in, it looks like, on the retreat, so he can't just run away. Nuclear warhead coming in on top of the Forge Hog. That will not kill it, to my knowledge. Does not kill it. The expansion up and running for P2. Going to lose his back mini base to a singular hog, though. Still looking like pure pad at the moment. We got Chavez and New York Legend getting a little weird in my kick chat. We like it. I love that P2 managed to take out this expansion and even get a little mini base in the back. Xca, however, he is Forge. He has the ability to spam out vehicles like it's hot, like it's 1999. That hog's going to get chopped up by these 4 turrets if he has the vision, and he is going to continue to run away. Turret drop is at the ready as well. P2 going to try to save his 3rd as he takes the 4th. I'd love to see a Marine come over here, try to get that node as well. Every little bit counts here in these games. Isabel taking out Forge is quite an accomplishment. I would say in a bigger map, Forge obviously has the advantage. Even on Rift, Forge has the advantage, to be completely honest here. However, on these more defensive maps, Isabella at least has a shot. And P2 is doing a magnificent job of that. And look at this, pulling off an El Hechi 0 strat. Could do a slam mine combination or something here. Gonna take out the Gale as the Vulture runs. Vulture's coming in on offense. They're gonna go for the expansion snipe. 1, 2, 3, 4 Vultures. Is it 4 Vultures? Is that gonna be enough? I don't think so. It's close. The heal's there, though, because even if damage turret drop is down, Forge Hog coming in with the buff is he gets the expansion. Does he have combat salvage? No, he does not. Oh, these poor Vultures. He's got enough money for it, but he doesn't have the leader point, and that is huge. Transitioning now back into those ground units. Gonna start pumping out some tanks here. Xca smelling blood, realizing he has to do something here, losing his expansion, has to get some work done. P2 will lose his expansion on the right-hand side. He's going to lose his 3rd down here in the bottom left to that single unit as well. Vulture's continuing to get produced. Looks like Hornets. I'm not a fan of that. 4 turrets are here. We have a few of them being upgraded on the go. That's quite a bit. Now, here's the thing. There's really not that much base damage here, guys. That is just Wolverines. Like, he does not have base damage. What was it? 3, 4 hogs and then the Forge Hog. That's really it. Vultures could get some nukes down in there, but it looks like not going to happen at the moment. Continue to build some hogs. Again, I don't know about that. I really do like the idea of Isabel best offense Scorpion tanks here. Not sure if that is the way to go. Now, 95 population for Xca, guys. This is what I'm talking about. He is just pumping. And Xca's really got to get something done. I don't think the Warthogs are going to cut it. I don't think he has the vehicle upgrades. I mean, look at the health bar differences. What is that, like 3.5, 4 health, 6 health bars? I don't even think P2 is level 1 vehicle, to be completely honest. And it looks like he is. Oh my God, the Forge Hog back here cleaning up all those hogs. And it's still Warthogs being built. Not a fan. Reinforcements level 2. It's not like he could even get to 120 pop at the moment anyway. Yeah, that Forge Hog, as much stuff as there is here, he's not going to kill that. Absolutely, yeah, absolutely not. Not without a magnificent slam or something. And look at this army. He's pulling P2 away from this right now. P2's going to lose everything here. That Spartan's got to return home. Yeah, got to get out of here. Xca going to pick up his own 3rd base here while cleaning up the mini base behind him yet again. Continuing to go Warthog. Still no vehicle upgrades. Nightingale's getting back in the mix. Was that 1 anti-vehicle turret? Not going to be enough. I like the little nukes from the high ground. Xca does not have high ground vision, so those are going to be absolutely beautiful nuclear warheads coming in.
Our base is under attack.
And it looks like he'll take out that hog there with the remaining Vulture, as he has a few hogs coming back down south. Xca sitting at 95 population, P2 at 106. More and more Warthogs coming up, but again, remember, vehicle upgrades are a thing. And here's the other thing as well. Even if Xca and P2 are on the same pop, right? If no leader powers are used, technically, Xca's hogs are still better because that Forge Hog has that aura around it that gives a defensive buff to all of his allied hogs and structures. Now, looking back here, I mean, Xca's got really nice armies, guys. He's got a big army over here at home. He's got a big army over here as well. Forchong, he's got the army up top. It's really weird because when you look at it, it doesn't look like Xca has the same size army as P2. P2 has more pop, but Xca's army just looks bigger when everything's put together, which doesn't really make sense when you think about it. Even with Hollow Decoy, Xca's army still looks bigger. Xca trying to pick up a third and fourth at the same time. Yet again, a couple of units there going to get taken out by Xca5. What's going on, little bunny? Over on kick. Heal coming in on the base yet again. Turret drop coming in the midst. Don't smoke your own turret. That would be bad. Vultures coming in for the final nuclear warheads on the base. Will they get it? 1, 2, gone. Spartan could get in that garrison there. There are no smokes from Xca5. So this is really good here. He's got more and more coming in. The map looks very red, but this fight is very telling. And Xca backs off for the moment. He still has this horde of units on the left-hand side. Continuing to go this Hornet Hog route, and don't get me wrong, I kind of like it now that the Hornets actually have their upgrade. Spartan has it slam. He goes for the hog and cancels it. Beautifully done. So guys, he tried to do the hijack. Well, he didn't try. He selected the hijack on that front hog on purpose so that at the very last second he could slam the forge hog. Beautifully done there by P2, but it looks like Xca is doing a magnificent job fighting over here. There's still so many Wolverines on the field that unfortunately Xca5's Hog Wolf army will beat the Hog Hornet army pop for pop of P2W. Now, obviously, Hollow Decoy and other leader powers can change this around. Running into those mines is extremely bad for P2 there, but Xca down to 40 population. Where is P2's pop? This doesn't make any sense. Is something locked? I don't understand. Like this, like look at this army, and look at this army, right? That's it. That's all that's on the field. But P2 has more than twice the population. I guess it's all queued up, right? It's all queued up right now. And that's very weird to see. And Xca did manage to get this other base up. He's upgrading it. This is very strange because now Xca's got this base. Things could start to go a little differently. I think maybe a best offense tank transition should be in the works at some point. Big shout out to New York legend for the gifted sub to Little Bunny over on Kick. Gauss Cannon has been researched, so we're going to see some Gauss Hogs from P2. Pretty interesting stuff, to be honest. He gets his mini bases back, continuing to go Hogs here. Xca does have a little army coming in here. Only one Hog, the rest are those Wolverines. This Marine's going to try to get down here to get that again. Xca probably doesn't care too much about that base. He just wants this one to get up and running. I think trying to defend this base, he might just try to do a little bit of damage to the army while it's killing the base, and then once it actually engages, yeah, he'll just run away and kite, which I think is a smart thing to do. All right, starting to continue to go Warthogs. Gale starting to get mixed in. Marine still not grabbing that node. A little misclick there. Xca does not have his own naturally yet. Continuing to go Warthog. His expansion over here, though, gotta be honest, looking fantastic as he goes in for vehicle level 3. Now, let's look at the vehicle upgrades here for P2. We can't actually see them, but we can deduce by the HP size that Xca is definitely still ahead in vehicle upgrades and continuing to get higher. Pushing forward, takes out that hog, no problem. And he's going to be pushing now to the main of Xca, who does have 3 upgraded anti-vehicle turrets. So what you want to do in this situation is smoke the front turret, swing around to the back, and start hitting the back turret while the front turret is immobilized. He does that a little bit. Nice anvil scatter there. Could have been a little better, but still fantastic at this level of play. 90 population now to 88, so kind of equal overall population-wise. I love that Xca is running back here. I would have mixed in a single Wolverine with this hit squad, which would make it a lot harder for P2 to deal with, because now he can just send 2 Hornets back there to deal with that. If there was 1 Wolverine added in, P2 would have to commit a lot more to defending against that little hit squad. Vehicle upgrade level 2. So yeah, vehicle 3 is already in for Xca, I think. Yep, in about 15 seconds there. So he's still going to be ahead vehicle-wise. Population, though, looking to be pretty equal. 100 versus 91, so Xca is ahead. He isn't going tanks. Well, if his opponent has no air upgrades. Oh, shit! You know what? That's probably not the best now that I think about it, because there wasn't that much there to do damage with. He needs to pull these back and then kill them. Maybe do a slam mine combo, or just put them over mines. Either one is good. Put some mines down so you can kill it. Yep. Beautifully done. Put them over the mines. Boom! Very nicely done there. Very nicely done there by P2. Love to see that kind of stuff here. We have the attack coming in from Xca. Like I said, just these few little hogs, they're getting so much done. I do say I think Xca has definitely done a better job when the fights are in multiple positions on the map. When it's come to the big engagements, P2 seems to be doing a little better there. And we're going to see an attack coming in back onto Xca's natural yet again. This could be a game ender here. Now, you could be right, as you were saying, about the vultures beating the tanks. However, if Xca, as we all know, and as P2 can probably deduce by the amount of vehicle upgrades that Xca has, there's no way Xca can just simply transition into level 0 vultures and beat level 3 vehicle tanks from Isabel. It's not going to happen. Population looking good for P2. Xca still looking strong, though, at 92. His expansion back up yet again. P2 going into more garages. Even just mixing in a couple of tanks with your hog army, just for the shits and giggles, and, you know, getting... Oh, very nice little slam there. Just for the shits and giggles, you got some more, soakers. They soak the damage, and, of course, a few cannies mixed in, at the very least. Mines dropping in. I think those were Xca's. They do all get shot. Population is equal. Xca actually has a better bank. Rebuilding this expansion, getting it upgraded. Mines dropping in. Heal, though. Shooting those mines. What just happened? Kimmer with the sub. Thank you so much, man. I gotta pause the alerts, though. Thank you so much for the resub, buddy. 96 first, population versus 92. This is one hell of a match, guys. Is he gonna jump with the Spartan again? Jump to stop him from getting anywhere? He does. Little slam there. Nicely done. Mac Blast coming in as well. Beautifully done. Xca5 continuing to fight, though. Oh, man. P2 sitting in his own smoke, I think. That could have been Xca's. We didn't see it. I didn't see it. Continuing forward, Xca's population dropping. No turrets to run home to. No Forge Hog in the back that we can see. Looks like he's got an armory halfway done there. Scatter Bomb coming in on the army. Is there a heavy metal in there? Can't really tell. I know there was a heal, though. Xca continuing to fight Gauss Hog versus non-Gauss Hog at the moment. Population still very equal. P2, though, is ahead currently. Tanks? Nope, still Warthogs. Vehicle upgrade level 3 with a bunch of hogs behind it. So, guys, this is what happens even to the best players in the game. What he was doing there, I've talked about this before. He was going for a vehicle upgrade, and he had queued up a bunch of hogs behind that vehicle upgrade that never got to see the battle because they were behind the upgrade, you know, a minute and a half upgrade or whatever it is. And so he had 4 hogs not in that fight, which could or could not make the difference in battle. All right, let's see what P2 does here. We got a little attack coming in from Xca. Xca getting offensive here, getting active on the battlefield, continuing to mix in a few more Wolverines. Takes that out, can be going for this base. There is a turret on it with 4 turrets totally queued up. That is a lot of upgrade, force up turrets. Here's the thing, if somehow, I don't think he's going to be able to, if Xca holds this base and kills that base, that is huge. I mean, this base is dead, right? I think he's already used his heal, so I don't see that happening, but I mean, it's still possible. Takes the Forge Hog shield down pretty quickly here before the fight even begins. That's not good for Xca. This base is going to go down here. Hollow Decoy comes in. And you actually know what? The base is not dead, so this is interesting. Smoking. He's sitting in his own smoker. I think those were Xca smokes. I can't really tell. And look at, none of his units are actually fighting. Mines do detonate there, but Xca down to 60 population. It looks like P2's Isabel could be just enough here to push forward and take this game. Xca being forced to retreat. Not much left here. I do believe the Spartan is 1 star up there. Forge Hog is out of the fight. Xca's third is gone. Both players on a singular expansion at this time. Build 1 tank just for the boys. Just 1. I know he wants the mobility. I get it. I get it. What's going on, Chris, over on YouTube? By the way, guys, in case you didn't know, we are streaming on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch all at the same time. Without the Forge Hog here, I got to tell you, if the fight looks pretty grim. Heal is ready. There are 2 turrets here that are not smoked, anti-vehicle. Could see some smokes on top of P2's army. However, if Xca smokes the army now, he'll have to run into his own smokes to continue to chase. His Gales were not... I think he was trying to smoke right there, but your Gales will not smoke if they're in smoke. So keep that in mind, fellas. All right, fighting continues. Another smoke comes down. Nope, it died before the smoke actually went off, I think. Smoke comes down. The turret goes down. A single anti-vehicle turret left in the back. Forge Hog is finally in the battle. Expansion over here getting taken down yet again. So even while Xca is fighting for his life, still managing to take on Nexpo to try to keep that fight alive. And we got a heal coming in here. Big scatter bomb! Oh, shit! My God, that was a scatter, ladies and gentlemen. And as soon as he gets those ghosted army back, this could be different. Forge Hog still alive. Heavy metals. Holy shit! There's no fucking way he just held that and took out the third. Wow. Wow, that might be that's the best defense. That's the best hold of 2024. Without a doubt, the best hold of 2024, bar none. Beautifully done there by Xca. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Incredible. And now look at this. Xca holds the population lead. He's buying these bases. No tanks. I'm telling you, this is going to hurt him, man. You got to go a few tanks in here. But now that's 30 minutes in, Xca might actually be able to transition. The no tanks thing has hurt me to my core. And it looks like Xca is actually going on the offensive now. Turret drop is ready for P2. Oh my God. Whoo! 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 Ha! Damn, that was a nice play there by P2. Back and forth action, non-stop. Non-stop flight to Hawaii right there. God damn. All right, so he's going to send some hogs down here to hit that base. This base is going to get shelled now by those 1-star Kodiaks. All right, smoke's going to come down on the garrison. Beautifully done there. 2 smokes. I think that was a misclick, obviously, by Xca. You only want to use 1, so you can stagger them. The turret goes down, but there are still 2 turrets on the base. 1 anti-vehicle, 1 anti-air. Spartan should not be running forward. I think that's a huge mistake. But he gets a slam attack. The Kodiaks could take out the mines, and it does. All right, where's the rest of the army? The rest of the army coming in here. Spartan down, no shield left, no shield left. Forge Hog still beautifully done. Still beautiful amount of HP. No shield damage at all. Spartan getting very, very anxious going forward. These Kodiaks. Look at this. The line in front of the Kodiaks. So beautifully done there by Xca. Putting that line up, making it so the Kodiaks don't take damage while the rest of the army soaks for them. But the Kodiaks will fall. Reason for no Gauss, Xca hasn't had the resources to get Gauss, nor has he had the time to get Gauss. And what I mean by time, if he would have stopped pumping vehicles out of the current garages he had, it would have hurt him. Yes, Gauss helps here with the range and whatnot, but it's not worth it over the hog count at the current time. Logistics level 2 going to be coming in for P2, and look at this yet again. Another little hit squad from Xca, but I think it will get caught this time. This base over here for Xca looking pretty good. He's got his own third up and running. Kodiak back up to full HP there. Forge Hawk still looking mighty fine. Again, would love to see a few tanks on the battlefield. Man, P2, you're hurting my soul right now. Imagine if he cannied these poor hogs. They would be done. Done. Attack coming in on the base. Xca will probably just return home to clean this up if he really wants to, but it looks like he wants to pressure forward. Probably has that Kodiak drop almost at the ready yet again. No level 2 yet for reinforcements. Turret continuing to take damage. Nice little slam in there with the mines. Of course, the Kodiak will take those out. Beautifully done. Slams coming in. I'm sorry, Rams coming in. Scatterbomb coming in again! Oh! My goodness! Backs up, though. Will heal up a little bit. Spartan going to continue forward. Holographic decoy at the ready. Big Rams coming in on top of that Spartan. Come a little swing around, a little wrap around. Smokes half the army there. Beautifully done. Heavy metal comes in. And a heal. So basically, P2 wins the fight here. It's going to force Xca back. You don't want to sit there and fight that. So what you do is you back off, make him get away from that heal, wait out that heavy metal, and then continue the fight. Let's take a look here. Fortify going until level 2. Warthog, still no tanks coming onto the battlefield. The thing is as well, he could use tanks to play defense, like 2 or 3 tanks with his turrets, and then have the hogs on offense. Could do that as well if you don't want. I mean, if you're afraid of the mobility thing, that's understandable. So you have the tanks on defense while you've got the hogs running around. You can do that as well. You'd be surprised how many hogs 3 Isabel tanks can deal with a few turrets behind them and a couple of Gales. This base, pretty low on HP here. P2 trying to keep it alive using the Nightingale and a few hogs. We've got a nice little slam turret drop there as well. Going to be slowing down the assault. Bunch of hogs here at the ready. And it looks like P2 might be trying to get a nice trap coming in here. Nicely done with the mine drop. Is that a Mackie? Yes, it is. Beautifully done there. Bunches of damage. Xca down to 50 population. Rapidly losing units here. Nice anvil round in the back, gonna buy him some time to get out of there. Base, though, gonna be getting nice and healed up here, as we do have the hog in the back, once again, harassing P2. P2 does have Xca's mini. He's actually had it for a while. And he still hasn't put a pad on it. Again, would love to have seen a tank on the field. It's killing me. It's hurting my soul, but it is what it is. I know he likes the Hornet Hog thing. It is pretty cool. But I'm telling you, a couple of tanks can really make a difference, man. A couple of canister shells is pretty hot. He does get the level 2 drop. You can tell by the 2 Kodiaks there that are 2-star. Nice smoke there by Xca. Xca has definitely had the better smokes this game for sure. Heal coming in, not going to be enough though. And he only gets a heavy metal off on a few of those units. A P2W pushing forward, 112 population to 88. Xca feeling the pressure, needs to smoke that garrison right now. Another beautiful smoke on top of the army yet again. Still no smokes onto the garrison though, that's hurting him quite a bit. Big ghost in the machine. Xca might just resign here. My God, this is resignable. I mean, what do you do now? And, yep, he's gonna come with the mines. Gonna kill the units with the mines. Oh Lord. Kablooey. It's kablooey. It's gone. Scatter. Oh, that's a throwaway scatter bomb. That was just a fuck you type scatter bomb right there. That wasn't gonna get anything done. Unless obviously P2 looked away. Heal in the front of the base with the heavy metal. Nothing can be done here. And it looks like P2 Hog Hornet is going to be taking the W here in game number 1 of this best of 7. Smokes the army yet again. Beautiful smokes back to back to back. I gotta tell you. And smokes really don't get much better than that. He did hold. I mean, he's held again. But I mean, at what cost? It's 104 population to 56. Beautiful slam there yet again by P2. Well, finally, we get some smokes out of P2 there. But now he's going to run through his own smokes. Turret drop. How is that turret shooting? That's actually weird. It should not be able to shoot right now. It even has the cloak thingy on it, meaning it's in the smoke. Warthog's gone. Xca5 down to 40 population, continuing to fight.
Airpad constructed.
The turret looks like it's going to be going down. Those 2 anti-vehicle turrets are getting in some great damage. He's got a Mac Blast. What level Mac Blast? Level 2 Mackie. He's going to go for the slammy Mackie poo-poo. There it is. Not too many vehicles inside of it, but still gets a kablooey anyway. XJ continuing to try and fight back here, but P2's economy, I think, is just simply too strong. And forces XCA array for the moment. One anti-vehicle turret still doing what it can. Warthog is back in action. We're going to see an anvil round in the middle just like that. And there's combat salvage from P2. Xca5 refusing to give it up here. Big slam yet again on top of that Warthog. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful game from both players. I mean, my God. What's up, Slick on YouTube? How you doing, man? Beautiful, beautiful game. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying this stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links !donate, !sub in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. If one of my mods could put those links in the chat, chat, I'd really appreciate it. Remember, guys, your support is what makes these show matches possible. All these show matches, like 99.9% of them, do have a prize for the winner. So when you guys donate, it helps me pay for these, and it makes, I think, the show matches better because the players play their absolute hearts out. And also remember, if you sub, you get no ads at all. And by the way, we have a bunch more new emotes here on the channel with a bunch more emotes coming. I have a lot of slots for emotes, guys. And more animated emotes, more regular emotes, follower emotes, sub emotes. They're coming. I'm just trying to put some ideas into action. Anyways, guys, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, in the south, in the blue, currently up 1-0 in this best of 7, it's P2W Scrub playing as Yap Yap. On the other side, in the red, we have Xca5 gonna be playing as Cutter. This is the one, the only Tournament Bedrock. So, this needs to be said. This needs to be said, I think. I do believe Yap Yap has the advantage here against Cutter. Sometimes you can make some things happen, but it's been proven many a time again that Yap Yap does do pretty well against Cutter. But some amazing Cutter play could definitely come out if the Yap Yap messes up or gets greedy or gets complacent. Cutter can obviously start to get a steamroll. Cutter is probably one of the best ever answer my Discord about the threes tournament, send me a message again. So as I was saying about Cutter, and I think I did answer you. So Cutter is one of the best leaders, if not the best leader in the game, if he's ahead. If at any point Cutter gets ahead, it is so daunting of a task to climb out from under a Cutter. And it's because Cutter, even if you're starting to push back or you win a fight, he can drop a close air support on you, a big drop on you, ODST, Spartan Slam, Mine Drop, Archer Bomb, just Archer Missiles. Like, there's so much in his arsenal that just keeps up that momentum, and it's honestly crazy. All right, so Grunt Riders. He managed to steal a single mini, and he's going to be going Grunt Riders. Sometimes, players, they'll grab that back mini, or they'll grab one of your minis and put just a pad on it, just so you have to deal with it, and they'll double gen back home. Sometimes they'll put a barracks on it and then not build it, and then other times they put the barracks on it and they try to make some magic happen. Xca5 going to be going for rabbits here to take this back, and P2, I think it was mostly a bluff. And look at this, Xca is not going to realize it. He's not going to understand that P2 is actually double gen right now. He thinks this is a one gen double pad all in. It is not. There is a double gen on the field. Bedrock's the best map in the game. You think so, Krilly? Definitely my favorite map to custom on, for sure. He has a lot of rabbits, so he should not be losing anything to these riders here. Oh, he can't run that way because of the mines. That's interesting. But he will hold on to this, no problem. Yo, CK803 with the super chat over on YouTube. Thank you so much, man. That will pop up between the games. Really appreciate that. That's the first super chat we've had in a while. Thank you so much. Absolute goat, sir. 3 pads upgraded for P2. See, here's the thing. I think this is where players go wrong. I truly think this is weird. All right, you can do things like this on ladder or random customs, but the truth is, Banish versus UNSC, you just want to go Tech 2, unless of course you're trying to kill them with Rider Chopper, right? That's an exception, and I understand that. But fighting UNSC, especially like a Cutter, Tech 1, and going for a bunch of upgraded pads just to get your leader points a little faster, I'm not believing in it. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good idea. Because look at this. Xca5 behind all this got his second gen. He's got 4 nodes right now. 4 nodes. He's got upgraded pad. I just heard a turret drop or something somewhere. Gonna be some shade turrets down in the middle. But again, Xca5 is playing this brilliantly. P2 should be Tech 2 already, making Rangers, and he's only just now going Tech 2. And this expansion has been found. Xca5 might go for an ODST drop here. It's not like P2 can make Suis right now. And there it is. There's the ODST drop going to be coming in. And it's going to be right on top of that barracks. That barracks is gone. This next barracks won't be ready to go for the Rangers. Tech 2 is up now for P2. Let's take a look. No barracks on the main. No barracks on the mini bases. So the only place he can even make Rangers right now is being melted. I appreciate that, Caleb. I appreciate that, man. It means a lot. So a drop is already here. 4th point. Holy shit. From P2 at 5 minutes and 38 seconds. I don't think Xca5 is going to be liking that. Going to be stealing the methane wagon? Yes, he is. Rangers are out on the field, though. Those are obviously going to be a problem for Xca. Mine drop as well. No detection here from Xca. Rangers coming out of the main as well. Now, obviously, as Yap Yap, you want to be getting out your heroes, and he's just not able to do that right now. Xca, on the other hand, has 4 nodes. It looks like he was unable to fully clean up that one Sentinel, so it did take that node back, but still 4 nodes is massive. He's Tech 2 now. He's getting up a garage, and honestly, if he goes Hog Dispersion here, P2 might be in some trouble. P2's been Tech 2 for a while, So he might have enough units out in the field, but this harassment is beautiful. So here's the problem, guys. Here's the problem when you're banished and you go just into Rangers. You don't have any choppers in the field. You don't have any Marauders. You don't have a fast hero that can run around and chase things down. This is what happens. You have a handful of Marines and ODSTs. They're going to go from mini to mini, and you're going to and you're going to chase them with Rangers. I got news for you. Those Rangers aren't catching these. They're going to come over. They're going to tickle, and if Xca is paying attention, you're not going to kill all these units. Luckily for P2, Xca did not pay attention too quickly. The rest of the units will get away here, lose that ODST. These Marines are going to get tickled, and a few will live. But again, he could have just ran up the back, forcing the Rangers all the way back here to chase after a handful of units while you push the middle of the map. Hellbringer's starting to get mixed in. Remember, though, has to be dispersion. Regular Flamers will not cut it. You will need dispersion for the fights to come. The expansion, I'm sorry we missed it. It did go down. My God, I am so sorry about that, guys. I'll just tell you what happened, even though I didn't see it. I know what happened. He Archer missiled the base alongside that Spartan doing some damage to it. Wait, he does have dispersion. My God, he does have dispersion. And for those of you that wonder how I know that, if you look at the flamer, the idle flame, the little flame that comes out of the end, if it's bluish purple, that means you have dispersion or your opponent has dispersion. If it's yellowish orange or red or whatever, depending on your screen, that means there's no dispersion. So this is insane. He actually has the Wombo combo UNSC playground strat of dispersion hog. Absolutely loving it. Yo, Slick, thank you so much for the $5 super chat over on YouTube, my man. Yeah, Zoo, my website has that warning thing because if you go to it, I have to pay an extra, like, I guess $60 a year to get that secure certificate thing, and I'm just not doing it. I'm not paying $60 to have the little secure thing in the browser window. Listen, I already pay enough for that thing as it is. It's not worth it to me. Marine up on the high ground, getting some tickles in. I do like it. Third generator up and running, coming in for P2. War Council on the ready at the left-hand side. Well, I got bad news. Hunters do not beat dispersion. Ban LG. No, it's my website, Ensemble. It's not trying to steal anything. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4 generators. Okay. That's ballsy. All right, dispersion going to be taking down the mini on that side. Spartan doing a great job of running around here. I like that a lot. And remember, guys, Xca has held on to all these nodes for all this time. And it looks to be, I'm going to be honest, P2 is kind of falling apart here. No Yap Yap heroes is a problem. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, man. Really appreciate that. Remember, guys, we are over on Kick, YouTube, and Twitch at the same time. Mini base in the back is going to get held down by the Yap Yap drop. ODSTs are running now to the other mini base. Expansion over here, not upgraded yet for P2. Probably should do that. It's about a few seconds away, 5 seconds from being in there. Nice slam coming in. Of course, big grunt dome, though, could be saving this army. Hunters, not going to be the best units, obviously, at dealing with the dispersion. And we've got the little drop coming in, trying to hold down on the side there. Grunt dome still nice and healthy. Counterball pushing forward, trying to take down this army. Gonna be some shade turrets coming in. Big drop coming in. Does he have beam? Does he have beam for the tank? Not seeing beam or anything here from P2. And oh my God, P2 resigns. Oh man. Gonna resign with 4 generators? That's kind of nutty. That might be the first time I've ever seen someone resign with 4 gens. Wow. Wow. That's a respectful resign, too. Someone in my chat just said P2 really toying with Xca. You're going to be really shocked in a minute when you realize he resigned. Wow. I don't think that was resignable either. I think he might have been fine. Could have waited for his next point and just tanked it for a little bit. But beautifully done there by Xca. That pressure was astounding. All right, guys, moving into game number 3. If you are enjoying the stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links !donate, !sub in the Twitch chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. You can also go sub on Kick, as well as do super chats over on YouTube. I think in the YouTube details description, there's actually a way to donate there as well. See if you can deduct it from your taxes, anything you use for business. The only things I can deduct from my taxes are things like I buy to stream with. So like my Rodecaster Pro 2 or my microphone, or my Stream Decks. I know I've deducted those on my taxes, but the other stuff you really can't. It's not worth hassling with the IRS, man. I just let my tax guy do everything. If one of my mods can put the links in the chat, I'd really appreciate that as well. And by the way, the $25 Kimber just donated is going towards the winner's prize pool.
It didn't happen on Fight Club.
It
didn't happen.
Without Kimber, this show match would not have happened. Do I have messages or something? Okay. Nope.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
That's the Colony versus
Happy
Trox.
New
Yep.
Year.
All right, let me pause the alerts. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in the south, in the blue, we have P2W Scrub going to be playing as Atriox. On the other side, in the red, we have Xca5 going to be playing as Colony. This is Tournament Frontier. Now, I do think that Colony versus Atriox is pretty 50-50 on this, especially on this map. I think that a lot of the time it comes down to who kills whose leader and which one survives. Scorpion lost my tax guide now. I use the same tax guy my dad uses. Makes it easier. Basically, he just bunches my taxes in with my dad's, like, you know, like, how do I explain it? Like he just will do mine because he's doing my dad's, and I get, like, my taxes done pretty cheaply because of it. It's pretty nice. Also, remember, guys, if you subscribe, you get no ads on the channel. And when you do subscribe, you are directly funding Halo Wars 2 and its continuity. By the way, guys, we will be trying to get a post out to the developer, you know, people that are at least at 343 on Twitter or somewhere, where we can tell them, you know, hey, the servers are fucking up. For those that have been watching or they've been playing, you know that when you're searching right now, I think it's still happening. TurboTax on cop. I can't use TurboTax, Joseph, because I don't understand it, how to do it on there to where. So here's an example. When I take a donation for paying a player, I have to do some weird shit where that donation towards the player is like a gift to that player. Otherwise, my taxes would be completely fucked, because then it would count all the donations I get that I give to other people as income. And then it would count me giving them the money when they win as, like, just something I'm buying. And that would, you know how bad that would be? That would be bad. Uncle is a lawyer, Egg. He is not a tax guy. Do you understand that lawyers and tax people are completely different things, right? Okay, P2 plasma rounds coming in for the leader. Now, here's the thing. This is extremely ballsy from Xca5 not to go for his leader here against Atriox. Now, normally, don't get me wrong, Skit Chopper, Goliath can fight like a lot of stuff on Tech 1, right? It can. But I don't know if plasma round chosen with grunt mine NGs and countermeasure JPBs with the plasma mines like underneath the Chosen is going to be it. So here's the thing as well. If he goes air pad, he's not going air pad. If he goes air pad with this, Goliath Chopper literally can't do anything. I'm not joking. You put a couple engineers over a Chosen and grunts, I don't care how many Goliaths and choppers you have, you're not doing anything. You're doing nothing. P2 doing a great job, though, getting a barracks up on the main. He's got a turret, I believe, coming. Gotta get prepped for Joker stream. I thought you already did your interview with him. Chavez, doing another one or something? Or are you just watching his stream? Oh, Chavez is going to be gone by the time I'd say that. So, oh well. Alright, so we're going to see him take out a mini here. Xca managed to take one out on the left-hand side. Not sure why he's bringing in a single grunt. Wow. Yep, there goes all the Goliaths. 2 skit choppers is not going to cut it here. The value of this Chosen is insane. Something I would do here if I was P2, I don't think the double barracks is the way to go. I think having an armory up on the field, and I know not having the armory is good because you have pad actually generating your resources. Kobe, but it misses. Generating resources is great, but I think being able to rebuild that Chosen if it does die is super important. Goliath drop will probably be coming in here in a second for Xca, but there's 3 jump up roots there that can continue to slam on top if they need to, keeping them periodically stunned. So far, though, guys, I gotta be honest, this is a fantastic show match. I love equal playing fields. I love when players are going for it all, you know, just going completely insane. Gameplay-wise, beautiful to see. Xca still on a single Gen 3 upgraded pads, though. So he's got a lot of resources coming in. Got a JPB, little hit squad here. I believe the chopper skit will be able to hold this down. But the thing is, I think P2 might just be getting up a little too much here. And Xca is going to start to slow down quite substantially. What am I saying? Goliath drop coming in the middle. I like that a lot because he's got the choppers at the ready to defend it. Chosen over here trying to help take out this node to get that. But Xca, I mean, he's doing a good job here. He's holding this down with a couple of units. Stop that little hit squad from taking out his mini. P2's 3 upgraded pads, 2 upgraded gens, 3rd turret coming online. And Xca, no, 62 population to 29. He could simply be going for a dev host drop here. Killing mini after mini, rebuying mini after mini. He'll get there pretty soon. Nice shot there from the Chosen. And P2 starting to lose quite a bit of momentum now. So it's actually going the opposite way of which way I thought it would be. Does he have Grunt Mine? He doesn't even have Gross. He doesn't have Grunt Mine. But he is going Tech 2. And obviously a Tech 2 Chosen. He actually catches the Goliaths here. Should be chasing those down. Needs to turn around, and he does. Once Tech 2 hits, I hope he does have an armory somewhere. Not currently seeing one. Goliaths and choppers on the way. That middle mini is smoked. Chosen going to be coming down. Did not get the heals it wanted inside of that. Tech 2 is at the ready. Are we seeing an armory? I don't see one anywhere on the field. A lot of choppers here. Xca does have his 2nd gen coming online, upgrading as well. But P2 is holding on to 4 nodes right now, and that is absolutely juicing him. Without the shadow of a doubt. Armory coming up on the main with a garage behind it. P2. What was that? Oh, I thought that was a Dark Skies JPB for a second. Big heal coming in from Xca, I gotta be honest. As long as he staggers those, it could be really nice. There is no detect, though, which means he can run behind those mines at any time if he feels in danger. But it's as I told you guys before, when an engineer is over the Chosen, I don't give a shit how many choppers you have. It simply doesn't matter. Expansion getting upgraded now. We got his back mini base, but look at this over here. Xca, as we've seen in these games in previous today, he's so good at doing attacks around the map. He's very good at getting multiple things done, fighting here, taking out minis here and there. I love to see it. Looks like he is going to take out this mini, possibly. No, I'm going to take out the JPB, but I don't know if he's going to be... If he turned around and did a micro there, unfortunately, he's not paying attention. Now he is. If he swung, you know, does the animation cancel, probably could have taken out the mini, but he wasn't microing to the best of his ability there, and it did cost him. Also, I don't think this is good for P2. Shouldn't even have a barracks. This is dumb. This is more of a muscle memory type thing from P2. Should have just put up a double garage, made some Marauders, and gone Tech 3. I'll tell you why. 2 reasons. Number 1, he already has a Tech 2 Chosen on the field. He could get the Tech 3. Second reason, obviously, going straight into Wraiths here would be phenomenal. You don't want to be building these crappy counter Tech 2 units when your opponent drops a devastating host on you in, like, the next 2 minutes. Or maybe less, depending on how Xca unfolds it here. Choppers coming in. Yep, sure you got a Hunter, but I'd rather just have Marauders and Engineers, to be honest, because there's nothing Xca has that can deal with Engineers on top of Marauders either. See, that was 180 yellow. He could already beat if he stopped doing these bear. Oh no. Are we lagging? Are we okay? Did I drop frames? Also, for those that didn't hear it earlier, I need to say it now because that scared me. My power has went out twice today. Once in the morning, once this afternoon. We have a horrible ice storm up in northeast Ohio right now. So keep that in mind. If my power goes out and the stream cuts, I am very sorry. If it comes right back, we'll try to continue the stream. If not, we'll have to continue this another time. P2, where is his yellow? Oh no. See, I don't like it, man. I think Tech 3 is the way to go here. You were already so far ahead. You put up turrets, you build Marauders and Engineers, and you just go Tech 3. You get that hero to Tech 3, and you make Wraiths, and you're golden. You're absolutely golden. Because here's the thing: if a Hunter Captain comes out, taunts these Hunters, and then the Devastating Host comes in, you're pretty boned. Unless, obviously, P2 does have an E-Rad in his pocket waiting for that Devastating Host. Unless the Devastating Host is dropped on defense. Boom! Big tip for you guys. Something, you learn as a Colony guy through years and years of playing. If you are up against an Atriox, never, ever use your Devastating Host on offense. Always put it at your own base on defense somewhere and drop it as soon as you can. Because the Atriox is literally almost always waiting for you to drop that so that they can E-Rad it, and then you're just out of the game. You probably lose the game because of that. So always try to use your Devastating Host on defense, out of the sight of your opponent, and then bring the army in. That way, if something happens, you can obviously just use Teleport or split out of the way. P2 still on Tech 2. Should have been Tech 3 3 minutes ago, but he's went a weird route with this counter ball. I'm not saying that P2 can't win or do win with what he's got. I'm just saying I think and do 100% believe that Tech 3 was definitely the way to go here. P2 hasn't even seen Xca's base this whole time. Slick. P2 has literally not scouted. I actually just realized that. P2 hasn't even been to Xca's base this game. And remember, guys, we do have a fat delay, so there is no stream sniping going on. So he's going back into the garages here, thank God, because Tech 2 was just not it. Xca, on the other hand, still sitting on his own Tech 2. Triple gen up and running on the main. 4 turrets as well. Now, as good as Colony is, and you get your Death Ball and all these amazing things up and running, the truth is Atriox will still win late game because of Dying Breath, Bulwark, and of course you have your little beam, teleport, but most importantly, you have an E-Rad to hit your opponent while you are using Unbreakable pushing forward. And it's a lot of invulnerability. You're basically fighting and losing for, what is it, like almost 20 straight seconds because of all the invulnerability before the fight even actually begins, it hurts. So I do say if you can, try to use teleport to teleport away from Unbreakable. But obviously if you use that, then you're going to have to tank the beam when it comes, and then obviously try to stay pre-split for the ERADs and whatnot. So it's difficult, but that's kind of the way you have to do it. Otherwise, a straight-up engagement with a late-game Trox is futile. Just throws away the Ranger. Chosen should be going Tech 3. Yep, Rifle Barrel has been researched on that 1-star hero. Xca, on the other hand, still chilling on Tech 2, going for a 4th generator. Now, P2 should not engage until he does have Unbreakable, I think, at this point. I think there'd be really no point in wasting your time. Just build your bases, get your mini bases, take all the nodes, back Xca into a corner, and then work from there. Disagree, Colony wins? No, Colony does not win late game. Unless 80 mins, I mean, I guess, but I think once Atriox has reached 3 bases, Tech 3 units, and has Unbreakable, Bulwark, Dying Breath, I mean, you're not winning a fight. It's not happening. It's just, you're not. There's no fight you can win at that point. It's just not happening. For those that don't know, in my opinion, and this isn't like a troll or anything, I'm being completely dead serious. Dying Breath is probably one of the best leader points and abilities, not just in Halo Wars 2, but in RTS period. Dying Breath is literally insane when you really, really think about it. It's gross. Alright, so Xca still being Tech 2 means he does not have the Super Captain. It is still just a Tech 2. Still admirable, but still Tech 2. Big beam coming in. That'll be forcing... Oh, it's a level 2 beam. I didn't see that coming. Nice split, though. Brand comes in, doesn't do anything underneath the shield. Gets a little bit of damage. That Hunter Captain's dead. And I think Xca might just be completely boned here. Gonna retreat. He was saving up for Devastating Host, I think, but not gonna come to fruition here. Teleports to the main, but there's already a shield there, so... Devastating Host coming in on defense. This is what I was talking about. Smart of Xca, because P2, he obviously doesn't know how much resources P2 has, because at any time he could just be ready with a ERAD to take him down. Does have combat repair, so his base will tank for a little while. Engineer bubbles are ready for Xca, should be pulling those up. Nicely done, melting the army as it comes through. Does he have an armory? He does, but it's in the back. Nice push, though, continuing forward. Xca does have the population lead. Keep in mind, though, that is a Tech, a 1-star Chosen on Tech 3. Dying Breath is good, but not that good. That's because you're stupid as shit, Silac. Reavers. I think Xca should probably get rid of the barracks at this point. I mean, I'd sack it for just like an air pad, I think. He's going to lose this one over here, so might as well have one on the expansion. Getting skits on these wraiths is kind of important. He's putting them on the hunters, not a bad idea. Probably should have put those on the 2-star, but I think those were already on that hunter before the Devastating Host came down. Xca chilling on 80 pop obviously needs to go up to reinforcements. Yep, that's probably more important than going Tech 3. I completely agree. Takes him out with the Banshees, but gets the mini base behind it. Here's something. Did you guys know that Dying Breath used to be a few seconds longer than it is today? Like, after the unit would proc Dying Breath, it would survive even longer than it did now. It was, oh god. Because basically what people used to do back in the, was it season 3, season 4? Somewhere in there. people would just teleport locusts to your base, dying breath them, and then kill your base. And it's crazy because there wasn't a single thing you could do about it. Nothing. Nothing you could do. You can kind of still do it today. That's how you break late game turtles with Atriox. You can do that as well. But back then, you could just go, 50, 60 pop a locust. They were cheaper back then too, and did a little bit more damage. But just teleport them in, dying breath, good to go. Xca continuing to, work his way up here. Still no Tech 3, obviously. He's been struggling. He's had to use his yellow for upgrades and things like that, while P2 has basically held the entire map. And it's, as I stated before, once a real big engagement happens, obviously Xca being on defense with upgraded turrets, with combat repair, is very, very nice for the engagement when it does happen. But, see, right here, this sucks. Because the absolute best thing Xca could do is have his army right here to protect the main and the expansion, but by the time he gets down here, shield's already down. To be honest, though, that was a slow reaction time. I mean, that took him a while to actually get into the fight there. All he lost was a turret. The generator did survive, which is super important. That's an $1,100 generator. I wasn't talking about that cooldown cars. I was talking about like the proc link, which I think is 7 seconds. I think it's 7 seconds. I could be wrong. It could be 6 or 8 or something like that. But I think it's 7, which is insane. I mean, if you think about that for a second, it's 7 seconds per unit, and if your opponent isn't physically microing each individual unit they're fighting against, I mean, that could stack up to like almost a minute and a half of damage that they're physically not doing. Community underutilizes dying breath. That is because first point, second point is usually countermeasures into plasma mines, and then or fortifications, and then third point is almost always bulwark. So dying breath is almost never picked because it's a second point leader power, and by the time you'll actually get it, it's third point, and then you got to pick it over see if he teleports right now, he's going to be in trouble because he can teleport back. You're picking it over bulwark, which is unfortunate. Dying breath isn't game breaking until you're like mass wraith. Wait till you're in a big ranger fight and your opponent has dying breath rangers. You'll understand. Also, wait until you figure out how to use dying breath to keep a unit alive even after it's been procced. Yeah, I just said that. Community secret that probably nobody else actually knows. You need to taunt right there and teleport away. Yep. A lot of people are going to be going straight to skirmish after I just said that. Welcome to Halo Wars 2. Also, if you know how to do what I just said, do not say it in chat. You will be banned. I don't like shit like that floating around. But it is funny. Alright, so he's going to push forward. I don't know if P2 has actually used teleport. He could have. 87 population, 120. Look at P2's bank. Oh, look. He's killing a unit that's already dead. Taunt it, taunt it, taunt it. There you go. That's still Tech 2 taunt, though. That sucks for Xca. But, I mean, there's nothing. That Chosen just doesn't give a shit. That's game. He's moving. He's trying to dodge the attacks. He's doing a good job of that. You got to stay split, though. It's not real? Absolutely, it's not. All right, Xca, what are we doing here? I just kind of stopped casting there at the end. I mean, it was obviously over, but he just kept fighting. Great game from both players. It's crazy because some people are adamant that Colony wins that. Other people are adamant that Atriox wins that. So I love that it's 50-50. It's beautiful. Doesn't matter who it is. It always comes down either way. Love to see that game, though. Love to see it plan out. It usually does come down to those first few minutes, though, and the decisions that are made. By the way, guys, if you are enjoying the stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything helps out tremendously here on the channel. These show matches are community sponsored, so when people donate, that helps out a lot. That's what help pays for these show matches and gives, the prize pool for them. And helps me obviously pay for future ones when I, have extra money left over. Over on Kick, you can gift subs. Obviously, you can do the same thing on Twitch. You can do super chats on YouTube, which are really cool because they pop up in the chat. Probably one of my favorite things between Kick, YouTube, and Twitch are the super chats over on YouTube are really cool because they stay in the chat. And then I think there's a way to do gift bits on Twitch now. They used to be hype chats. They got rid of them. And now you can do hype chats where you think you get the minimum's 100 bits. And then you can have your name and message pinned to the top of the thing. Anyway. Whew. Well, this is going to be interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen. In the south, in the red, we have Xca5 playing as Shipmaster. In the mirror, we have P2W Scrub also playing as Shipmaster. This is Tournament Mirage. All right, so we've got both players. This always happens. You come up here and you just sit in the minis or the garrisons. Maybe a chopper comes up or a ghost comes up and does some wiggling. A lot harder to wiggle the ghost than it is a chopper. All right, let's see. Are we going to see a double upgraded pad from either of these players? I would assume so. I mean, this is a ghost map, and if you're ship, here's a cool, interesting thing about this map, right? The Ghost Raid 2 thing, as powerful as it is, and because the map is so spread out and you can fight the mini bases, the thing is, there's only 4 nodes, right? There's only 4 nodes. And as you guys can tell, if you type an exclamation point generator, exclamation point power node in my chat, you'll actually see 4 nodes. 4 nodes is the same as 1 upgraded generator. So if I have 2 gens and you have your Tech 1 army out on the field and 4 nodes, I've spent less and still have the same yellow income as you. Think about that. Think about that. And remember, I also have a garrison on one of my nodes, so it's like you're not even going to have 4 nodes more than likely, at least not for a while. You'll have to fight for that one. So a thing you can do, obviously, if you see your opponent going for a double gen, you can go in for a immediate transition out of your ghost. You already have a few in the field, and that's okay. Start going for some grunts, get your own second gen up, take the nodes, get an advantage, maybe grab an expansion as well, because you already own the map. Double raid wins this. Ban Silac. Oh, never mind. I don't know why my brain went, my bad. I don't know why I thought you meant double raid camp. My bad. My bad. My brain didn't compute what you were saying there first. Immediately thought you were saying some dumb shit. That's my bad. Don't ban Silac. Not yet. All right. So it is going to be a ghost spam from Xca on double gen, which is wild, to be completely honest. So here's something interesting. If your opponent takes the double mini, Xca saw this. Guess what? Let's do some quick maths, okay? Mini base, 300. 2 pads, 600, right? I'm sorry, double mini base is 300. So that's 600 blue, right? Generator costs 500 blue. So yeah, you get the middle mini, and now you've got some more income coming in, but that's not immediate income. I'm putting up a second gen for cheaper than you've bought that middle mini for, still pumping ghosts, and before this mini has even paid for itself, we're still on equal ghost terms. I'm probably going to build a turret and go into Tech 2. Never mind, Xca is upgrading a second pad. So Xca, I don't know how he wins this. That doesn't make any sense. So he's gonna have a lot of ghosts off rip. That's fine. So what P2 needs to do here, he's also went double pad, is you never want to engage. So if you are guys, super pro tip. You can go watch my game versus strike the other day. Mega pro tip. If you are up on mini bases, you want to delay the scout engagement as long as possible. Listen to me. If you are up on mini bases, delay the fight as long as possible. I'm not saying don't go around and nitpick at your opponent's minis, try to stop a ghost here from coming out here and there. I'm just saying do not directly engage your opponent unless you absolutely have to, if like they're about to kill one of your minis or something. That's when you go in for the fight. You want to delay the fight because you will outpump your opponent because you have the mini count. Your opponent wants to fight you as quickly as possible because they have the earlier eco. And yes, my voice is cracking. I was screaming on Elden Ring earlier, so we're just gonna have to deal with that shit. Oh my god, Xca is going Tech 2. This is insane. This is what I was talking about, that second gen. Yes, crazy good. He could go into Marauders now. I think Marauders would be huge. He's actually got a Barracks, though. He's going to go straight into a couple Hunters mixed in with this. And he's got 2 turrets as well. This is huge. I like this. This is calculated by Xca. He must have practiced this. Going for the double node, using the ghost that he had. It's crazy. But here's the thing. Xca must have thought the same thing. Well, I have less minis. My opponent's not going to want to fight me right away. And look at this. Now P2, this is the mistake. This is the mistake. He is only just now scouting at 5 minutes and 30 seconds that his opponent went double gen. If P2 would have scouted this earlier, I think the game would have gone heavily different. Now, P2 is 73 population. He's got his second gen up, triple pads. He's got a lot of eco coming in. But Xca, I think the armory's bad. I think maybe an air pad for a couple of engineers or a garage would be better here. But either way, it's just weird because this is twice now. If you guys saw last game as well, P2 didn't even know what Xca's main looked like until like 15 minutes into the game. And these scouting things are insane. He won that game anyway because he had domination on the rest of the map, but it might cost him here. I like the grunts he's starting to mix in. We're going to see a beam coming down, and he's already... Oh, beautiful. Beautiful beam. Beautiful beam. Usually against ghosts, you don't really get beam damage in at all. Now, what he can do here is ram the ghost and then beam the hunter if he has to. Not a terrible idea. He's going to focus that down. Should be another hunter coming. I don't know where it's at. And it looks like P2 is going to win this fight regardless. Could put a grunt in that garrison. Why not? Get a little bit of vision going. Honor guard's out, but I don't like that. I'm not a big fan of the honor guard on the field right now. It's not really going to be able to do anything. Yeah, he's going to jump in the garrison. He doesn't really have a choice at the end of the day. Third turret now coming up for Xca. P2 should have been buying an expansion this whole time. I don't care if he was Tech 1 at that current time. Should be buying an expansion. You got map control like this, you're still forced to continue to go scouts. You buy an expansion. Your opponent does not have base damage. Put a grunt in that garrison so he can't keep juggling. There you go. All right, a lot of ghosts here. Not a good fight for Xca. He's forced to ram, though. Helps him to get back home as he gets another upgrade. Mercenary's Wrath for that honor guard.
Where shall I go? More council constructed.
And yeah, he gets rid of the armory. I mean, every single pad he does have is super important. Looks like P2 can be... Oh, I just thought he was going to go Tech 3, and then he clicked Honor Guard. Just go Tech 3. Some of these decisions are very weird. You know, if it works out, it works out. I'm just saying. Now, the hunters are great, I mean, at holding, but, like, there's no winnability with them, because you're just going to... Oh, these rangers in the garrison are going to be super annoying. He has vision, but look at this, guys. The turrets don't even do damage. Look, they're not even doing damage to that garrison. P2 could turn around if he wanted to. Xca is going to do this thing where he runs around with the honor guard. The person that does this the best, in my opinion, is Aatrox. He is so good at distracting you with a leader while he does other stuff on the map. He is diabolical with it. Not sure what this honor guard's plan is, to be honest. We have an honor guard here on defense. Doesn't have any upgrades or anything. I don't know. This should be a sensor tower. This should be a sensor tower. He has ghost though, so I guess it's fine. So he cloaks up. Xca could probably cloak up as well and just run away if he really wants to. Over here in the middle, we got spirit support. Where was the spirit support for P2? Has he even dropped it yet? Raj not quick to... I just don't think the barracks was a good... I think a garage would have been a better choice. We actually have a beam coming in. That's not going to do too much to that garrison, but he's got a lot of units shooting anyway. My lights just flickered. That's not good. Again, guys, I'm really sorry. I have really, really bad weather at my house right now. I'm very, very, very sorry. So if my power goes out or the internet goes out, we may have to postpone this show match to another time. Very sorry. Hope it can hang on, though. I hope it can hang on. Honor guard trying to slice us up. The garrison doing what it can. The 2-star hunter and the ranger. Hunter shooting the marauder as the ranger tickles. He kills the marauder. That's going to be a decent amount of damage negated. As the engineers probably needs to do another bubble if he can. And Banshee goes down too. Oh! Blasting beam for Xca is ready. Honor guard's getting hit. Sorry, I was looking at that for a very long time. I was very interested in how that goes. Ah, he lost the ranger. That sucks. Xca is holding on to 3 nodes, guys. P2 is Tech 3, though. Xca is still sitting on Tech 1. And so Xca went back into Ghost, which is very interesting, I gotta be honest. Very interesting indeed. Yeah, see, P2 should have had an Expo behind this. He's still Tech 3. He's making Wraiths, right? That's okay. But I'm just saying, he could have had an Expo behind this without a shadow of a doubt. Actually, he's going to go Tech 3 in a minute. He's got 80 population, and obviously Ghosts don't do well versus Wraiths, but when you don't have very many Wraiths and you got 80 pop of Ghosts, you can still ram one down. Obviously, under an Engineer bubble, it's going to be hard. But you got an Honor Guard to help out with a few Hunters. Let me tell you, magic can be made. Yeah, so thing is, P2 should not have gone for an Honor Guard. He could have gone Tech 3, you know, minutes earlier. Could have had an expansion. Weird decisions for sure. Tech 3 Honor Guard, though, from P2 is going to be juicy. Got some turrets here. They're unupgraded, so they're not getting a lot done. Going to try to ram down that Wraith, maybe. Nice Wraith kill. And the Ghost will run away. He needs to cloak that thing up if he can. And he does. Honor Guard getting a beautiful slice there. Hunters in the garrison obviously going to be getting some good damage as well. Another slice and dice. Xca trying to put up 2 expansions at the same time. Spirit Support comes down. Xca will lose that base. Should just sell it off to stop the leader point progression. P2 tries to get an expansion over here, but it does get scouted right away. Spirit Support over here. Does he have an extraction? Loses both engineers immediately. Wraith coming in to help out. Obviously, Ghost not going to do too well versus that. There is a 2-star Hunter with another Spirit Support on the way. Xca making magic happen here, going Tech 3 himself. And somehow, some way, I gotta tell you, man, this is... It really is kind of incredible when you really think about what Xca has done here. I mean, on the brink of what looked like death. And look at P2 wiggling that thing. That's adorable. On the brink of death here, he has forced his way back into the game with something you almost never see. He did a T2 transition back into Ghosts. Who does that? Insane. Running that Reaver up there is kind of a mistake. Xca holding it down here on the high ground. No shield gen on the main. These Wraiths taking quite a bit of damage. They cannot fight that Garrison. And he's going to lose that Wraith. Oop. Beam coming in. Xca paying attention, though. Going to try to get those engineers. They're going to split off. Reaver, unfortunately, terrible rally point there from P2. Jumps it back. Stays alive. Yeah, still has that bad rally point. Got to fix that thing. Honor Guard coming back on the line. Let's take a look here. Another gen coming up. I don't know why Xca is making another gen when he's already Tech 3. I think there's better things he could be spending his resources on. But we'll see. That Garrison 2-star Hunter, absolute menace, man. Let's take a look over here. Race now coming in for Xca, attacking that expansion. Honor Guard here for P2, not looking good. He's going to lose it to the Reavers. That is super unfortunate. And again, this rally point is killing P2. Very weird. Could actually extend it to the expansion, but very, very weird. And now those engineers are going to heal that thing up yet again. Over here on the other side, though, that Wraith and Grunt are still putting in the work on P2's poor expansion. Does not have the population or the money currently to put up a drop. Does he have a armory for his thing? He's got the armory on the expansion, based down to about half HP. P2 does not have spirit support to help out. Reaver coming in, trying to help here. That Wraith is on the run. Oh, shield gen, that's expensive. Needs to sell that. That is unfortunate. Oh, that's going to hurt. 11 seconds on it. Not going to go up. I think that Wraith might finish it off. One more shot. He actually stopped shooting at it. Your turn. Finish it off, though. Nicely done. This Reaver's going to get caught. Not the best micro there, unfortunately. Honor Guard will come out. Shield gen getting rebuilt. 38 seconds away. Reaver going to go down. Honor Guard should be out, and it is. Spirit support coming in for Xca. Does he have a beam for it? I don't know. Shield gen coming up in the back. He's got an engineer at the race. Should be bubbling up ASAP. Honor Guard getting some slices. Spirit support coming in now for P2. Is there a beam counter for Xca? Nope, not currently. Trying to make some magic happen. Could be getting that fourth node. Doesn't have a grunt for it currently at this time. Oh, he got displaced away! Shield gen not going to go up again! Man, that hurts! And the base goes down! Xca even has the vehicle upgrades. That third gen finally paying some dividends, but I think the real MVP here are all the nodes he's had. Nice kill on the Honor Guard there for sure, though. Engineer bubbles currently up for both players, mitigating quite a bit of damage. Those Hunters are starred up and juicy. No engineers left here for P2, forcing him to retreat. Xca 64 population to 45, expansion up and running, 3 nodes to, I believe, none. Back, yeah. Expansion getting up a shield gen or a cloak gen there. Another mini base falls. P2 getting forced all the way back home. Not looking good. Displaces. Is that a teleport? Teleport or displace there. And there it is. And Xca brings it back here 2-2 in this best of 7. This is an amazing match, guys. If you guys are enjoying this stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat, exclamation point donate, exclamation point sub. You can also gift subs, bits, anything and everything. Helps out tremendously here on the channel. You can also do super chats over on YouTube. You can gift subs on Kick. Remember, guys, your donations are what makes these amazing show matches possible. Simply could not be done without the amazing support of this community. Holy shit, 131 viewers? What the fuck? It's crazy because all the Halo Wars 2 streamers, even though the game is, I guess you would say, dying or older than it has been, the viewer count for all the Halo Wars 2 streamers has been going up steadily this past year, which doesn't make any sense, but I do think it has something to do with the, for those that don't know, Halo Wars 2 is now on Game Pass, but not just Game Pass. So in September, Microsoft made it so that Xbox Live Gold, the standard Gold, no longer exists. Just having Xbox Live Gold, which is now called Xbox Live Core, which is like the the basic $9.99 a month or $50 or $60 a year, whatever it is, automatically comes with like 20 or something games. And one of those free games just for having online on Xbox is Halo Wars 2, which is really cool. All right, ladies and gentlemen, in the south, in the red, we have Xca5 going to be playing as Yap Yap. On the other side, in the blue, we have P2 going to be playing as Captain Cutter. And of course, we do have Marines coming out on the field immediately, not going to be going for a rapid opener. Fodder going to be streaming across the map, probably going to send one all the way to that back mini, just to make sure his opponent stays honest and buys it quickly. Gen second, very interesting. Gen second Cutter versus Yap Yap. I mean, I get it. You want to get your yellow out quicker, I guess. But, I mean, I guess we'll see what happens. Has the mine been dropped yet? That's my next question. Alright, so another pad coming up. I'm looking for a mine drop. Armory 5th. Okay, so he wants to get his hero out early. Respectable. XCA, I'm still... You want to drop that mine somewhere. Look, guys, I don't care. If you have a mine leader like Yap Yap where you get mine first point, drop that mine. I mean, in the first 30 seconds. Just get it on cooldown so you have it again when it's back up. Just having that mine in the field as Yap Yap means that you'll have your opponent probably at some point run into it, and it's not like your average mine. And when this thing blows up, regardless if they shoot it or not, you get 2 free startup fodder on the field, which is fantastic.
Our base is under attack.
And Jerome going to be coming out here. How many upgraded pads do we have? We're still at the single one. He's got the mini base over here. This mini base is dead. I mean, he'll buy that, but that's not surviving unless some sort of miracle happens. XCA upgrading 2 pads immediately. Will he be going into Chopper Rider? Whew, it's a double barracks. Okay, so we're going to be seeing heavy grunts, possibly grunt riders mixed in with that. That's going to be very, very, very... Oh, my God. Okay, well... Is he going to triple pump heavy grunts? Is that what he's going to do? I mean, I could see it. Maybe mixing in 1 rider would be kind of nice just for the damage and the ram. So, interesting note. Heavy grunts are literally just better Marines, cost for cost, pop for pop. And I want you guys to really think about that for a second. Just wrap your head around the fact that Yap Yap can make units that have the same cost and pop as your core unit, but theirs are just better. It's kind of depressing when you really think about that. Obviously, you can mix in some anti-infantry. They don't have SUIs or anything like that, but just think about that. Nice split there. Still manages to get a couple there. A couple, 3 actually with that. We're going to see some riders go for some rams on top of that Spartan now that it's already used its slam. And he's going to chase him down here. Now, if you had EMP for these heavy grunts, he can actually do a lot of damage to that Spartan. Actually doing a lot of damage regardless. No mines or anything that I can see. That poor Spartan's getting absolutely destroyed right now. And he forces it forward as the rest of the army stays back and tries to do some damage. Those grunt riders are just chucking those things. Man! Look at this infantry ball beating anti-infantry. You don't see that every day. Xca gets his next point. Probably will be beam. He might get shade turrets just for the leader point progression. But I mean, to be honest, beam against cutter is so good. Spartan gonna try to run back here, but nice slam again. Mine drop coming in. And those grunt riders could be dead. No, just those two are dead. It's good to go. Got some rabbits coming out to help mix in here. But of course, heavy grunts will do very well versus the rabbits. You need a raid camp? Well, here's the thing. I mean, as Yap Yap, your initial units are free. So, I mean, especially if you get more minis, I mean, it kind of evens out. Big ODST drop coming in. Did he get beam? What the shit? Okay, well, let me tell you something right now. That was not in my bingo card. I don't know if that was on purpose or not. However, he will have please don't shoot me for the close air support later on in the game. That was a beautiful slam. Wait a minute. Hold the fuck on. Is that why we haven't seen mines? Is that why we haven't seen mines? Did he go, please don't shoot me, second point? Where did he go first point? Have we seen a Yap Yap mine? Oh, level 3. So he does have Yap Yap mines. He has, yeah, he went Yap mine, please don't shoot me, and then beam? Ooh, that's, it's interesting for sure. I wasn't in the bingo card. I mean, I can be honest, I was not in the bingo card. Interesting mines there. Could back up the army and throw some fodder on it. Not as bad as it could have been.
I'm under attack from the enemy.
All right, still no Tech 2. Tip P2 about to be there, though. Xca has an expansion. Tech 2 on the way. That Spartan needs its laser upgrade to be competitive here now. Xca has managed to grab a node behind the second node on the way. Got some flamers up in the back. Will he? Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I think that should be another barracks or a garage. I mean, he's got the barracks there, so that should be an armory then. Well, unless the Spartan's already Tech 2? No, it's not. So that Spartan, that should not be an air pad. That should be an armory. The Spartan getting Tech 2 is essential.
Garage constructed.
He has mines. Yeah, I saw that, Legend. I saw that, but the leader points he's chosen are definitely interesting. I'm wondering if one was a misclick or if he did that on purpose for the later game, which is, you know, it's understandable. I don't like this air pad. He needs an armory. Having a Tech 2 hero here is so important. All right, so he's going to get his heroes out. That's the one thing we didn't see earlier when it was Cutter versus Yap Yap on Bedrock. The Yap Yap never had the opportunity to get their heroes out, and it was a huge loss for the Yap Yap player. All right, so he has dispersion. You can tell by the front of the flamer there. So infantry will be a breeze. Still wishing he had an armory, though, I gotta be honest. Big drop will be coming in soon, obviously, for P2. Gotta be wary of that beam, though. Another node gonna be coming up for Xca. He'll be capturing this. Yap Yap Heroes are Tech 2. Only double gen for Xca. Of course, he does have those nodes for a while. Again, though, I would love to see an armory. Tech 2 hero, super, super important. Dispersion nozzle flamers coming to the Expo. There is quite a few heroes here that can probably take those down by themselves with the proper micro. Oh yeah, he's got more than enough. He's going to dispersion this, but the heroes can come down and save the base. I have no doubts in my mind. Yeah, so that base will be safe. Oh, wait! Carpet Bomb changes things! Does not save the base! Did not see that Carpet Bomb coming. Nicely done by P2. From here, Yap. Well, Yap losing that expo is really bad. Obviously, you guys won't see that for a minute, but you might change your tone once you fellas see that. I do say, though, again, no Tech 2 on the hero is awful. Like, awful. He is getting nodes behind this, though, which is beautiful. Taking out minis with the hogs. And Xca going to be going for a shield on the main. Chopper back here, obviously. Flamers don't really want to deal with that right now. Could send one hog to deal with that if he wants. Is he going to push the main? There is one turret there upgraded. Maybe that's not going to be enough to hold. He's going to hit the main. How much base damage is in there? Not a lot. Obviously, with another drop plus Grunt Dome, things could change a little bit. Does P2 understand what's happening? Expansion going back online. Pushing him away from the base, going offense as he wants to safely build up back at home. Still, I hate that there's no armory. I can't stress enough to you, having a Tech 2 hero, how much that bothers me as Cutter. Gonna lose a gen. I don't think he has Detect in there, so if he actually got there a little sooner, if he would have microed the Gales like from his army, the Gales could have actually gotten there quicker. Spartan's gonna be running ahead, could actually click on that methane wagon at least to slam it, but it looks like he's gonna be going for it with some ODSTs. Please Don't Shoot Me does come down. ODST mines will still detonate, even though Please Don't Shoot Me is activated. Gets a little explosion there. Once that Please Don't Shoot Me does go down, the Spartan will jump on top of the methane wagon. And there it is. Just like I said. Perfectly done. Didn't stun a lot, though, to be honest, but he's still trapping a lot in there with the mines. ODST mines as well. Kaboomy. Nice. Grunt Dome comes in with the beam! Beautiful! He's got to get out of there! And there's that Spartan I talked about. It's dead because... Wait, who just quit? He just quit? Who just quit? What did I miss? Wait. Why? What? Doesn't make any sense. I don't even think it mattered if he killed like the army too much. I think he could have just kept building and then he got big drop. I didn't like that resign. That's been two weird resigns. The Bedrock resign from P2 and then that resign. I don't know. Because he wouldn't have had to beam for the big drop anymore. He could have saved up resources for a second. Anyway, I guess that's it. But so it's 3-2 now to Xca. If you guys are enjoying the stream, do me a favor and hit that follow button. If you want to help support the stream, you can donate or subscribe using the links in the chat. !sub, !donate. You can also do hype chats on YouTube. Make sure you go follow on Kick, and you can subscribe on there as well. Just in case this is the final game, if you guys want to support, now is the best time to do it, because if this game ends and Xca wins, the stream is over. We have not had a hype train this show match, so if you guys want to contribute towards one of those, that would be fantastic. But if not, you guys have supported quite a bit already today, and I thank you very, very much. But to get a hype train started, 3 people have to either sub, gift a sub, or do 100 bits, I think, is what it is. Scrub's mentality is off, Krilly? I mean, I don't know. We don't know. Oh, we actually have 20 viewers over on YouTube, and we have 11 on Kick. 20 on YouTube is actually a lot compared to what we normally get over there. Pretty interesting. And obviously, oh my god, on Twitch, 142 viewers. Holy shit. I think our one game, I think it hit 199 or 201 views. I think that was the Christmas special. That was, what was that? Was that Xca versus EOD, I believe it was? I think so. Yo, Slick, thanks so much for the gifted sub, or the gifted membership over on YouTube, man. Thank you. It's one of the first gifted, that's one of the first gifted memberships I've seen since I was only streaming over on YouTube a while back. Thank you so much for being a sponsor, man. XCA might have had to go to the bathroom or something, but we haven't gotten a response. It's cool to see people over on YouTube and Kick, so it's like I'm not talking to nobody on those two platforms, which is great. My Kick has been growing at a rapid rate. I think we almost have over 100 followers there already.
Merry Christmas, you filthy
Oh my
animal.
god.
And a Happy New Year.
Oh no. Okay, huge shout out to New York Legend for the 10,000 bits he just dropped. Legend did say under his bits thing to go over to Kick and follow, which is awesome. And by the way, guys, all you need to do is talk in my Kick chat, and Legend will literally give you a sub over there. He'll just drop you a sub on Kick if you just talk in there. And by the way, if two... Oh, I don't know what just happened. If two more people... Wait, why'd he quit? Is it because he went Trox already? No. Wait, what happened? But anyways, I said, if two more people do 100 bits, sub or a gifted sub, the hype train will begin. That was weird. All right. I don't know what that was. Somebody must have misclicked or something at the start, which is understandable. Those kinds of things happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, again, before I get into this cast, thank you guys so much for being here, so much for watching over on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. It's been a masterful stream here. Absolutely fantastic games from both of these players. Looks like DJ Thresh just talked over on Kick. Even if the stream ends here, because if Xca wins, it was still an amazing stream, and I loved every second of it. I hope you guys did too. But as I said, if 2 more people either sub, gift a sub, or drop 100 bits, we can get an amazing hype train going. We have 1 minute and 53 seconds, so 53 seconds from the time I'm saying this. Ladies and gentlemen, in the South, in the blue, as his best and favorite leader, it is P2W Scrub playing as Forge. On the other side, it's Xca5 going to be playing as Atriox. This is Tournament Ashes. I guess people don't have $5.99. Well, actually, Legend, it's not $5.99. It's only $5.99 for you because you're not using your computer. So, guys, when you sub or buy, listen to me, this is super important. If you sub or gift subs or do bits, not just on my channel, anyone's channel, this is site-wide for Twitch, make sure you are either doing it from your computer or do it from the website version on your phone, like the desktop version, not the app, because you are paying more when you are using the app than you do from the site itself. All right, so you got the yellow there. Give me pushing to the side. Is Xca5 going to steal some minis? I don't know. That barracks there from P2 is interesting, but he'll obviously have the Forge Hog out. Heavy metal will probably be on the menu. Looks like the hype train is not going to happen, but we tried. We tried. I did try. Atriox is chosen 10 seconds out. Marines, snipers.
Our base is under attack.
So it's just gonna be Marines and Forge Hog, I guess, for now, and obviously a few snipers out there. I'm not sure if it's gonna be worth it. No, it was too late. The anonymous sub was too late. Now we have to wait another 2 minutes and 50 seconds. Unfortunately, those 10,000 bits now aren't going to count because they weren't in there. That's unfortunate. It was close. It was close. Forge Hog coming in to help out. Obviously, Anvil round not here yet. He's going to chase it down. He sees the sniper. Jojo coming in with the stubby. Hype train has begun. All right, is it double gen yet? No double gen yet. Guys, thank you so much for the hype train getting that started. You guys are absolutely amazing. I'm not going to lie to you, Jojo. Seeing 1, 2, 3 as your amount of gifted subs is kind of cool. That's awesome, man. Anvil round has been upgraded. Probably going to be going for a 2nd gen. There it is. Both players have their leaders out. Is there a barracks for the Trox? No, there is not. So snipers, flamers, and marines will obviously beat Xca here. He's actually going to start a run. He has no choice. How many? That's a lot of choppers. He's going to need heavy metal. Gonna be very careful here. Where's the rest of his army? Oh, he heavy metaled way too early. That was way too early, I think. He's going to bring in the rest of his army right now. He's actually getting a lot of kills, though, on those choppers that he should not be getting.
Merry Christmas
Legend drops another 10,000 bits. Oh, my God.
and a Happy New
Clay,
Year.
thanks so much for being a diamond member, man. Oh, my God. All right. PG still has quite a few units in the back here. Somehow it's 4 mini bases, though, to 2. He's got the 2nd gen. Is there going to be a grenade throw? Don't see an armory up anywhere. He's putting it up on the mini. And he's splitting off the Marines in different directions. Very nicely done. 2nd gen is up for Xca, but it is not upgraded as of yet. Armory is up and running. He's going to be putting a Forge Hog out on that. Thank you guys so much again for that hype train. Absolutely sick. We are on a level 6 immediately, which is crazy.
Their troops are attacking me.
right, so the Forge comes back out. I mean, here's the thing, guys. You're not thinking about this. The Forge did die, but mathematically, not counting the yellow, really, he did kill a lot of choppers there. He's had the second gen up longer than Xca. Xca does have an Expo, though, and he's got some nodes coming in. Where is it? Forge is now out. The Chosen is full HP, full shield, so that's going to be a problem. He's still going to be able to go Tech 2. Tickling the Chosen's HP bar. Forge going to come back around. The mini base is pretty low, about 2/3 of its HP left. It's wiggling that Marine, trying to keep it alive. A lot of choppers still roaming the battlefield. Xca going Tech 2. P2 also going Tech 2. Forge goes through the teleporter. Now, did Xca see that? I don't think so. Okay, but that's hilarious. Oh, no. Immediately sees that is crazy. All right, guys, 3 minutes left on that hype train. Thank you guys so much for it. Absolutely awesome. Triple Gen coming in. Legend gifting a sub to DJ over on Kick. Is that 6 choppers? Now, the Forge can get Tech 2. The 6 choppers won't matter. But he's got to get the upgrade. Oh, he's trapped. This is bad. Heavy metal again. He's got to pre-do the heavy metal. I mean, heavy metal, then... Oh, that was a terrible scatter. That was a terrible scatter. I know what he tried to do. He just couldn't get out. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And P2 is just going to straight resign. Ladies and gentlemen, Xca5 wins it 4-2. Crazy show match there. Good job to Xca5 and to P2. Those games were awesome to watch. Very equal for the most part. That last game, I think the mini base steal and then 4 mini bases to 2 kind of hurt P2 quite a bit. I don't think the barracks was great. At least not. I mean, if he would have had his own other mini base, sure, 3 mini bases could have been a little bit different. But those snipers got picked off before they could really do too much, unfortunately. And obviously, the Forge being out in the middle of the map and getting caught out like that did suck. Hype train going to end in 47 seconds, so by the time you hear this, it will be over. But thank you guys so much for it. Awesome support today.